Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic Unicast. I'm James, and we are going to be discussing all these things here. And if you like and you're interested, stick around. See you in a bit. Boys,
hello.
Been a while. We're back.
How are we?
It has been a while.
It's been a very long while.
When was the last time we had a little conversation like this?
August, maybe September.
August. Jeez.
Right.
Talk about Dominion.
No, it was the. I remember now. It was the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, about Dominion
conversation. It was just quite a good one, actually.
Yeah.
So if you haven't checked that out, viewers, go and check that out. So how's things going your end? We've had a new baby born into the equation, Matt. How's things?
Yeah, well, the birth was quite bad for me, a lot of pain, but yeah, she's perfect, mate. She's perfect.
Oh, congratulations, mate.
Cheers, mate.
And you two ball bags.
Chris's mic is muted.
I speak to you all the time. Chris is.
Yeah, I'm sitting there muted.
There we go.
Yeah, literally just go to work, coming home and playing the aisle. That's pretty much life at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, gaming aisle seems to be the main thing. Like we obviously, without the Jurassic content, we've not been on very much, but we've been focusing a lot on our gaming channel where we play the Isle and Path of Titans. So go and check that out at Gaming Isle on YouTube. So the topics of discussion are the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary, 65 movie with Adam Driver, you know him as Kylo Ren from Star Wars, the Jurassic World exhibition that me and Steve visited last year, and I think it's finished now, so we can talk about that. And also the Nintendo Switch have released Jurassic World Aftermath, which Steve has played, and we've done a follow watch through. Although you still need to complete that, actually.
It will be one more episode. It was going to be today. It was going to be today we were doing it, but obviously this comes first. So Fingers crossed next week.
We have been joined by Rover.
I was going to say he's here.
And
before the end of the stream.
Dinos the Plunkleton. It's been a long time since you guys in general. It has, indeed. So let's talk about 65. I'm assuming you guys have all seen the trailer.
Both trailers.
Both trailers.
Yeah, there's one that came out today, wasn't there?
Yes. Thoughts? We'll go around the table. Let's go with Matt, as you're not on as often as everyone else.
Yeah, I think for what it is, it's going to be a fun, sort of cheesy sci-fi dinosaur movie. I think I'm sure a lot of you've already seen the I suppose backlash, probably the wrong word, but the criticisms it's getting from a lot of people.
Nerds.
But they were never going to be accurate depictions of dinosaurs anyway. It was always going to be a cash grab monster sort of movie. So I think just enjoy it for what it is, really. But I'm looking forward to it. I haven't got massively high expectations, but I think if you go in there just with an open mind and just try and enjoy it as much as you can, really. That's where I sort of stand with it.
I'm assuming it's getting a cinema release.
It is. Yeah, I think it's
March.
Is it March 10th?
March 17th.
I can't wait.
Yeah, March 7th.
Yeah.
2 days before Oakley's birthday. Lovely. Right. Chris, go for it.
Similar to Matt, I don't think it's going to be anything that blows us away, but I think it's nice to have another dinosaur movie coming our way that maybe isn't Jurassic focused. And again, it doesn't have to be scientifically accurate because these dinos aren't based on Earth; they're based on another planet, so they can be different, not necessarily hybrids, but you know what I mean? They can be a different type of dinosaur without having to stay to the rules of what Earth dinosaurs have been. My only concern is Adam Driver is the main character in this, and while he was okay as Kylo Ren, I didn't think he was a great actor overall, but he might prove me wrong in this one. But I'm looking forward to the film. Well, I'll definitely end up going to go and see it and stuff, but as for how good it'll be, remains to be seen, I think, a little bit. But I think the trailer looks pretty good. And Sam Raimi being attached to it, that intrigues me a little bit more. Because I like the fact that I think he's not producing it.
I think he might be. I think he might be the director and producer.
Yeah. So I'm quite intrigued by that. Quiet Place wasn't too bad, and it's going from the same thing to that. So yeah, I'm pretty intrigued for it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm the same as you, Chris. The whole film, it does look good. I like the whole premise, the storyline. But again, the only thing that's concerning me is Adam Driver. His personality and the way he acts is very dry and quite bland. Yeah. And
for me, he's a bit of a one-dimensional actor.
Exactly. Yeah. And something like that. I know there's plenty of actors that could have done this probably better, but we're judging from a 2-minute trailer.
Yeah.
So who knows? I'm going out open-minded.
Yeah, and it's not always about like necessarily how he acted in Star Wars, because it could have been a direction thing. You know what I mean? That he wasn't directed well enough in Star Wars, I think, to give the performance that we wanted, but he might surprise us in this.
Yeah, he's just coming across in the trailer the same sort of acting as he was in as Kylo Ren. So,
but is that because he's got like long hair in it?
I mean, he might take his shirt off at some point.
He doesn't overly look any different to Kylo Ren. I think that's probably why you're thinking.
No, it's more his personality. It's nothing to do with looks at all.
There was that other film he did as well. I can't think what it was.
The Last Duel was excellent.
See, I couldn't get into
if that's what you're talking about.
No, it wasn't that one. He wore
The Last Duel.
He was like a cleaner or something like that. I can't remember what it was. But I did watch The Last Duel, but I couldn't get into it.
I really, really enjoyed that. I thought I loved the perspective that he had with Matt Damon, and they changed the perspective of that film. And I think the film repeated itself like 4 times in one film, but from 4 different perspectives. And then you had to kind of make your mind up as you're watching it, which one you believe. And it was really, really well made film. That it was quite long and hard, but I can see why you sort of took it well. But it was really well done, I thought. I can't wait for this. I think it's going to be great. I really, really enjoyed Prey. That was like a bit of an indie developer film. I know this one's probably got a bit more budget to it, but like the complaints about the dinosaurs, I just think is silly, because I think if we was to make something where I think it's supposed to be humans discover Earth. So I don't know whether this is supposed to be taken as an advanced species of humans before, like a different civilization before we know as Homo sapiens, like our species of humans. I'm just trying to work out how they crash land on Earth, but humans are already around 65 million years ago. So anything I didn't think it was
like that. I thought it was another planet.
So I did, but in the trailer it says, I think it says, humans discovering Earth.
Oh, okay.
So it's supposed to be set 65 million years ago, which I've just recently sort of kind of found out. Now, I thought, like you said, Chris, it was like another planet.
Yeah.
And this was set in the future because the technology looked quite futuristic and advanced, particularly like even the bombs that he threw on the floor and stuff. The weapons, the helmet looked very like xenomorph. And I thought it looked quite futuristic. So that side of the film I was really intrigued by. I'm a little bit confused about when it's supposed to have taken part. So because of that, I'm not going to judge the animals because for me, like look at Kong Skull Island or Kong, 2005 Jackson's Kong. That had a load of dinosaurs in that are not scientifically accurate, but one of my favourite parts of the film was when Ann Darrow is running away from the V-Rexes and then Kong comes in and fights them, and then you've got them other creatures on the floor, the big giant insects and things. I love that sort of isolated, rugged
for me,
feel.
The way they got around it in Kong was because they was on an isolated island and they wasn't calling the V-Rex a T-Rex. It was a V-Rex. It was a different subspecies. So they could get away with doing whatever they wanted visually with that dinosaur.
But is that a T-Rex?
No.
You don't know.
But they say it's supposed to be like, because obviously Skull Island was sort of lost in time, if you will. Like it was just like evolution just took place on that island, and then the V-Rex was subsequently a T-Rex, but evolved.
Yeah.
So we don't really know what these species are. We're just assuming based on the anatomy of what we're used to.
Yeah.
So people are judging it based on guesswork. Really, we don't really know what they are. If it's supposed to be set in the past and it is in real life, sort of, then the scientific accuracy thing, probably people could have a valid, reason to moan about it. But if you're dinosaur fans, like the general audience can give flying monkeys. So I'll just hope it's a good film. For me, the first thing that I really liked about it was the claustrophobia and isolation feel, which I think Dominion kind of lacked. I like the survival aspects, the fact that he's got to look after this little girl and he's going to act like a father figure to her to keep her alive. So we know if anyone's probably going to die, it'll probably be him trying to save her so she can escape, or vice versa. She would die and it'll be like a more emotional film. I don't know. I'm just guessing, obviously, ahead.
Yeah.
That sort of thing interests me. And the other thing is, I love A Quiet Place, 1 and 2. Two great films. I haven't
seen 2 yet. I saw 1 quite recently, but
great films. Great intense films. Like they really, really get the monster and the scary aspect over. And I think if that has anything, I think it's to do. The makers of that are in to do with this film. So that has
they almost completely ruined A Quiet Place, didn't they? Because you see the design of the monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if they took them out, because I think in the review they did a special screening, everybody just laughed when the monster came on screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they just completely scrapped it. That's why you never see the monster in A Quiet Place.
Are you doing number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's because you already know what they're like in number 1, you've kind of got the fear factor already.
Okay.
But anyway.
Yeah.
The story elements of that and the tension and the I just think that if they bring that into this, it could be really, really cool. So I'm definitely up for seeing this film, and I can't wait to review it.
How much do you think a film like this would make in box office?
500 mil?
I don't think it'd make that much.
No, 300.
I was going to say.
I reckon.
I was going to say.
I need some comparisons to what it's. What's around that sort of time? Around that sort of
genre.
I mean, do we know what the budget is?
No, I have no idea.
I think it'll break. I reckon it'll break even.
Yeah, I think it will too. Probably because it's got dinosaurs in it. But
do you know what? It depends if this is a franchise or not.
Nah, I don't think it will be. I think if it gets 350 million, pushing 400, I think it would have done really well. But I think 250 to 350. I think.
Say 91 mil it cost to make.
Oh, it makes its money back.
It'll make its money back.
The thing is, already the Jurassic fan base will see it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, well, fans of dinosaurs will see it, you know. So
well, that's what I mean. The Jurassic fan base will see it, and that's got to be over 90 million people, surely, across the world.
Yeah.
So,
you just got people aren't naive enough to go into it like expecting a sort of Jurassic movie. Like it's completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it will do okay. I think it'll break even. I'm not expecting anywhere near $1 billion because it's not an established franchise. So,
but you never know. You might get a lot of the Star Wars fans come over to watch it as well because of Adam Driver.
Yeah.
I liked him in the last Jaws, so I'm looking forward to seeing how he plays in this sort of.
See, I think he played Kylo Ren quite well.
I liked him in Force Awakens.
Yeah.
But as it went on,
his mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, as it went on, I just think his character just got a bit stale. And again, I don't know whether it was his acting that necessarily did it, but for me, the character just went a bit weird.
I guess that's down to writing, not necessarily his performance, though, is it?
What I mean, it could be direction more than anything.
Yeah, and like I said, I feel like we can't really be too unfair to him.
No, I mean, it's not going to stop me watching the film. You know what I mean? I'll still go and watch it and go in with an open mind.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. Honestly, I do think it. I think it will have a lot of. I think where it's unfamiliar to us. I think we're going to have to take it at face value, obviously. And try and go in there with a little bit less critical thinking, but I think it'll be pleasantly surprising. I think people will come out of it and think, actually, that's actually really good. I enjoyed that.
I don't think it's going to be a film.
I hope there's another one.
Like, I don't think it's going to be a film that people are going to rush to see again, though. So I think, like, opening weekend, it might get quite a lot of box office sort of takings, but I don't think it'll be something that people will necessarily go rush to see again. They might wait for the Blu-ray or whatever. I mean, obviously, Jurassic's different, but we would always rush back to the cinema and watch Jurassic 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 times because we love it. I think with this, like you said, I think we'd enjoy it for what it is, but I don't think it's something we would necessarily just go, wow, I can't wait to see that again in the cinema.
How often do you do that, though? Like, I did it with Jurassic purely because I wanted to see it in 2 different screens to see which one I preferred. And you only normally I would only do that if I was to see it with 2 separate people, like I did with I saw it with Steve, and then I wanted to see it with my old girl. So, see Avatar, I'd love to see again, but I just don't get the time at the moment. And I want to see it. Like, I'd be happy to see it in 4DX as well. I don't know. I just feel like it's one of those films that.
I know. I saw that as well.
Random cat arse appeared.
I'm going to say, I went and saw like Force Awakens when that first came out in the cinema. I went and watched that 6 times.
Oh, Jesus.
I went and watched it 3 times on my own. And I went and watched Jurassic World 4 times in the cinema when that came out.
Yeah, I saw that a few times.
Actually, no, I don't do Star Wars, so I don't.
Yeah.
I don't understand the hype, but I've never been Star Wars. I don't understand why.
Yeah.
It's never been for me, to be honest.
Do you know it'd be good though if once we've all watched the movie, to come back and do a chat about that particular movie, just to see what our thoughts were on it. I think that'd be a good one.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely do a podcast on 65. I really want to. I think being a dinosaur sort of related channel, we kind of got it really.
Yeah, of course.
A couple of people in the chat. So Taylor said, I have a bit of a surprise for y'all. On my YouTube channel, a peek at my Minecraft park. Lovely. I do want to
have a link in the chat.
I got Jurassic World Dominion on Blu-ray for Christmas. I haven't it on Blu-ray yet, but I will watch the extended version. That is the only version to watch.
Oh,
yeah.
I won't even bother watching the other one.
Should have been the version we got from the beginning.
Yeah. And then got more for the extended cut.
Yeah.
So I think that is the topic of 65. If we're all happy to leave it there, I think we're going to go to a quick break, and when we're back, we'll discuss the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary. Lovely. So this year, Jurassic Park is turning 30.
Whoop, whoop.
I can't believe it's been 30 years. That is mental. At least we're all, we're all 30.
Yeah. How old were we all 30 years ago?
6.
6.
5. Actually, 5 right now.
Yeah.
When the film...
5, 6.
I was nearly 9, I think.
I was 1.5 years old.
Hey, little baby.
I was turning 6 a month after.
Yeah.
So I was 6.
Big 40 next year.
Hey,
Wow.
Jesus.
I know.
Granddad.
Well, don't know. I don't feel 40.
Don't look for it.
No.
Oh, there he is. There's my man right there.
But honestly, you don't.
I don't get any of that off these two up here.
No.
Well,
I've lost my
we know
fingers.
what they're like.
Well, as soon as my fingers go there, they go missing.
Phil, I was going to say you look 50.
Wow.
Only on the sides.
Yeah.
We had 25th anniversary in 2018, and now it's going to be the 30th. Good maths. Anyway, so there's not been an awful lot so far of things like in the social media. However, Yaroslav has done a little bit for, I want to say, something toy related, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
He did. You're looking from Steve now.
Yeah, just try and have a look.
It's he posted some on his Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
It's he done like these really, really good like artwork for like old school, this like 1993 styled trading cards. Remember the Tops ones?
Yeah.
And he done like his own sort of touch on them. So yeah, and I thought they looked really, really good. It's a shame that you can't actually get prints of them though. I think he's done them for a promotion thing, right, as opposed to like things that people can buy just yet. Anyway, I think they probably will come out eventually. But have you seen them yet?
What the Tops card things?
Yeah, the things that
Yeah.
you have.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find them. I'm trying to look for them myself.
I
Here,
know.
to
I
be
was
honest.
trying to look for him here as well.
Matt, have you seen them?
No, I haven't, mate. To be honest, I don't really do like the toy stuff like I used to be honest. It's more like visual stuff, like whether it's media or books. Or I'm very intrigued to see what Frontier do for Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Talking of that, are you up to date on all like the DLCs with that?
Mate, I've bought the Motor expansion the day it came out. I've not even played it.
Have you not?
No,
Hey, man.
which is crazy. You know,
I've got it. I've not played. Like I've not built a mosasaur paddock yet. Not done any of that because I've just not been back onto it.
it feels weird playing the game at the moment. I don't understand why. It's just weird.
I've just not had time to do it. I've been playing.
I've
stuff,
I've not been on Evolution for ages. I think it's more so because Steve's obviously been playing it with and that. And
Yeah, to be fair, you've got your head so far into the island, man. You're just like really enjoying it, aren't you?
yeah, we do quite a bit on the Isle, basically on our gaming channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't do it on here very often. So occasionally we do.
However,
currently
it would be good if we could get Matt doing Grounded when we cover that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later, Matt.
All right.
Tell you what I did actually see for the 30th anniversary, actually. I've not actually spoke to you guys about it, is there's been a few rumours in the Lego world about a Lego visitor centre.
Oh yeah. Actually, do you know what? I have seen that.
Yeah. I don't know if I might have tagged you in that, actually. I might have told you about it.
Possibly.
So there's a few new Lego sets that have been rumored and some said they've been leaked, but the one I was really interested in was the visitor centre because we never had one of those. And I do collect a bit of Lego. I've got the the big JP Gate and the T-Rex and a few other bits and bobs, but I would quite like a
I've never had any of the Jurassic Legos. Just never really had. Not really ever been into it, really.
My boy's got a few for me, boy, and he likes it, and they are quite good to build.
Yeah,
but as far as going out my way to collect them is nah.
Oh no, I'd never go out and collect them all. Like, there's a couple I haven't got, but like if I saw them, I'd probably pick them up. But I don't want them a collector or Lego at all.
Yeah, so these were the cars from Yaroslav's.
Yeah, I do quite like them.
You did find them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you zoom in on them?
Yeah.
I think my favourite one is the Raptor one at the bottom.
I actually like the Parasaurolophus.
That's quite a nice one, actually.
I like the lighting behind on that one.
Yeah.
That reminds me of JP the Game when they have to use the tannoys to release them. Hey, look who's in the house.
Do quite like the top one.
Michael, welcome.
Been a while.
Mike, how's it going, man?
Are we doing well, man?
I quite like the trike one, but I think my favourite is the T-Rex Terror one. I do like that one.
Yeah.
I do quite
What about the T-Rex? The T-Rex one looks like a real photo, actually, to be fair.
Yeah.
That looks like a snapshot from the film. The lighting's done really well on that. That's cool. I love the fact that they're doing work. You know, they've got the little pad there.
Yeah.
Like the little details.
You got the Spinosaurus there?
Yeah, with a fish somewhere.
I do like that. I do like that dialogue one.
Different POV, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cute as well.
I feel the raptors' heads are a bit big on that.
They've got like a cartoon element though to them.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going for realism.
No, they look a bit pop vinyl-ish. That's nice.
It's like something we've created out of the aisle, isn't it?
Yeah. Quite.
See, I love that. I love the fact that they look like they're communicating and they're hunting.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that photo that we took the other day, Chris. That's why
I was literally just about to say that.
It's exactly why I picked that one. That's sick. I love that.
Yeah, I love that. That's the only one I've seen so far.
Biting the head off the fish.
Yeah.
My house is totally.
That was the first one. That was the first one that I saw out of all of them. But yeah, no, they're awesome. And he's also done some other ones of individual, like little baby versions of the animals, like little baby Rex, a baby Spino, baby raptors. They're quite cool, like little kiddie cartoon sort of style.
Do you know what? I'd just like to get them, splay them out, take a picture of them, and have it as a desktop on my computer. I think that'd look cool. I'd buy them just for that.
Yeah.
It's a shame that you can't get prints of those because they're wicked posters.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. Especially on the wall. That'd be cool. But I did ask him about them actually. I said to him whether they're like available to buy, and he said no, because Universal own the property of them. Like he's done them. He's obviously been paid a commission to do them.
Yeah.
But he can't have any control about them selling them. So I'm hoping they do like release them either in card form or poster.
I mean, Yaroslav could always send us the file. That'd be nice. We won't share it.
We won't share it.
We just get T-shirts, coasters, books, everything, mouse pads, everything made up.
Tattoos.
Yep.
So
are they planning a cinema release for the 30th anniversary?
Oh, they've got to, haven't they?
They've got for the 25th.
If they offered a 6-movie marathon, would you do it?
Yeah,
I'll do a 3-movie marathon, and that doesn't necessarily include Jurassic Park 3.
No, but I think it would be the original. Well, it wasn't a trilogy, was it? 'Cause it wasn't intended, but it would be the original 3, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I think what they might
I'd
do
pick
is,
JP3 any day.
I think they'd do Jurassic Park and the Lost World back to back, maybe.
Yeah, we did that at the Prince Charles Theatre, and by the Lost World, my arse was just dead. So I don't think I could do all three.
Now, do you think they'll ever release JP 3D in the cinemas now? Because they did release it on 3D Blu-ray years ago, and I bought it, and it was a really, really good conversion.
I don't think so. I think
I'd be surprised, but I'd like to see it just once.
Because so many people got access to 3D TVs now, where I think it'd be easy to just go and get your own Blu-ray 3D copy, and I think just enjoy it at home. But
I must admit, I ripped my 3D copy to my VR headset, and oh my god, it was awesome. I watched it the other night.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So good. You need to find a way to stream it.
Yeah.
Well, you can do, funnily enough, in in big screen in VR. You can actually stream it yourself, and you can invite other people who've got a VR headset to come and watch it with you.
Oh, that'd be sick. Can you buy me a VR headset and I'll watch it with you?
Yeah, all right, yeah, just for you, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's he gone?
Oh, he's just gone for a little bit. No, they would have to. Can you imagine Jurassic Park if they did it in 4DX?
Wow.
I'd love to see. Just imagine feeling the T-Rex escape.
Yeah,
you'd feel the stomps before it came in and everything, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
and even when it blows Grant's head off, you'd feel the wash of water.
Yeah,
the wash of wind. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I'd love to see Jurassic in IMAX, something like that, because I've only ever seen like the later ones. I've never seen the OGs.
Yeah,
I've only ever seen Jurassic Park in cinema in the old 35mm.
Yeah.
No, I missed out on my.
Yeah, it's one of my most vivid memories. That not necessarily JP1, but JP2. That bit where the Tiger Raptor, when they're digging out, trying to get out of the thing, and literally it comes through. That's one of the biggest jump scares I ever had as a kid. It terrified me, but I loved it at the same time.
You notice that a few fans are saying that for the 30th anniversary, they might. Well, I'm not sure where they're getting this from. I'm sure it's just wishful thinking, but they're hoping that Universal is going to announce a new film, don't they? Or maybe the start of like the planning of a new film. I didn't see it myself.
I don't. I've heard that though. I've read it.
I think we're still a few years away from that anyway, and I hope we are. I don't want to be like one of these franchises that throw out films every few years, like Fast and Furious, because we see how bad those films get progressively.
Yeah, so it just gets worse and worse and worse.
Honestly, for me personally, my favorite Fast and Furious film, even to this day, is the very first one.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely
the second one is all right, but after the second one, it kind of just starts going downhill.
Yeah,
it's when it started going into space and stuff like that. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know they'd done that.
Yeah.
Don't even talk about Fast and Furious 9.
It's bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
But do you know what? I kind of do want them to take, even if it's a 4 or 5 year break, or 6 years if it has to be. You know what I mean? How excited was we when Jurassic World was announced? To know that we'd for such a long time.
14 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to wait 14 years, but
no,
you know what I mean, I don't want to be watching the new Jurassic in a Zimmer frame. But
yeah,
you know what I mean? Croaking around with my Zimmer frame there on my mobility scooter, trying to get into the cinema. But I'll do it if I have to.
No, but like we said, I think it will be about a 4 or 5 year wait. I think, and I think the franchise needs it as well.
I think it needs it.
Obviously, Dominion wasn't well received by fans, was it? Overall,
but again, I think this is the perfect time to announce a TV show rather than this film.
This is one of the things we spoke about on one of the last podcasts.
Yeah,
and that's personally where I would want to go. Like Netflix or Amazon would pick it up. You know, but personally, that seems to be the way forward for a lot of things now. Is TV series. But I would love it personally.
Mate, give me a second season of Terra Nova. I'll be more than happy.
I love to.
As much as I liked it, I think we're way past that stage now.
Oh yeah, he's moved on to Avatar now, hasn't
he? Yeah. I watched number 2 yet.
I haven't watched it yet.
What?
It's not something I want to rush to watch, really.
It was good.
Yeah, imagine it is.
Yeah, do you know what? It does seem like that. Seeing like these TV shows, it does make me think, they could just do so much of a show.
Yeah, they
Like,
could.
There's no. I feel like Dominion suffered because it wasn't a show.
Mhm.
Could you imagine Jurassic World Dominion, but as a series?
It
Oh, yeah,
would
so
work
much
because
more.
you will have your 2-3 separate stories, wouldn't you? You'd have your
Yeah.
owning player story, your biasing story, and then
The
whoever
real
other one
world
was.
story,
Yeah.
or just the real world.
You don't need
Dominion
Malta.
suffered
Malta
because
could have
it
been
was
like
filmed
2
with
hours.
That's the problem.
That whole underground Malta scene could have been split over like two or 3 episodes. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Technically.
100%.
Yeah.
And you could the villains in it could have a bit more of a shady side to them. Like we'd learn more about biasing. Like even if the main cast only were in the first season, but we'd get 10 episodes of them.
Yeah.
You know? Ellie like going around trying to discover, like before she meets Grant and all that, like, you know, she's trying to work out all this biasing problem. And I don't know, I just feel
Could Sam Neill actually perform for 10 episodes of a Jurassic Park film?
I don't know, to be honest.
It'd just be him being lost for 10 episodes.
Would he be able to keep his accent clear for the whole 10 episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bless him.
A 3-part Dominion movie.
I think it'd work.
I
But
don't think
they'd have to make it more entertaining.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed Dominion, especially the extended version, but like
You
the
do,
more
you
I've
prefer
watched it,
Jurassic World so fucking somehow.
but it's like I do see this, the issues with Dominion, and I mean my biggest issue with it is the fact that it wasn't the movie we were promised, and it wasn't. So and I think a lot of things would have made more sense. I mean, if Bison were maybe introduced in Fallen Kingdom, maybe after they got to Lockwood's mansion, that would have been the perfect time to introduce them. But
I kind of wish they didn't show us the valley at all.
yeah, it felt like we were on another island.
I wished that
could have been teased.
Yeah, I wished it was just something that was happening, and we didn't go to the valley.
Yeah,
I wish the valley was just something that was there and that was happening, which allowed Dodgson to do his shady stuff, and the real world was where everything was taking place.
So like the valley was sort of like the motor scene, like that sort of thing. Like you only spent a bit of time there, then the rest of it around the globe. Yeah, but that's what it was meant to be anyway. Like it was meant to be worldwide, and we ended up in this like tiny location in the middle of the mountains in Italy.
Yeah,
and it didn't feel like what we were promised.
It may as well have been another island.
Yeah, you might as well be back on Sorna or Nublar. So
yeah.
So what do you think is coming next then? What would you bet on? A film?
No.
Or a show?
No, I don't. Neither. I think.
I don't think any of them are coming. But if I had to bet on one, it'd be a TV show.
Or even what Mike said.
You know what it'd be? It'd be like
an Big Rock.
Yeah.
It'd be like an animated show again or something like that. Like.
No. Don't want that.
No, I don't want.
Probably would. But it'll be another bloody season of Camp Cretaceous.
I'll tell you what I would be intrigued with, though, that I would be more inclined to want to watch, would be if it's the Camp Cretaceous cast in the present day and they're post-Dominion, like post-Jurassic World, so they're in the Dominion sort of world and they have to, they're dealing with their everyday life, but I've got dinosaurs in it. I think if I'm forced to be like force-fed this Camp Cretaceous, then I'd rather see it like that rather than.
I can't tell you how I don't want that.
No, it just sounds like Big Bang with dinosaurs.
I don't want it. Do you know what they could do, Universal? They could announce like a brand new game, like maybe like a survival horror based in Jurassic Park in '93.
I don't think anything official's coming The only thing that we've got that we know is coming is Jurassic Park Operations, which is a little indie developer that me and Steve know, not personally, obviously, but we know him.
Yeah.
That'd be quite good when it's out.
Yeah.
They've done it through Dreams.
Yeah.
They're still going.
Maybe
They're still trying to avoid licensing problems, to be honest.
Yeah. Maybe some 30th anniversary merchandise, like new T-shirts and that, and that'll be about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'd like to see? A re-release. Did anyone watch Jurassic Collectibles, the latest video with all the old?
No, I didn't watch that one.
Oh, so good! I posted it on the Jurassic chat.
Yeah, I saw it. I meant to watch it, but I didn't.
It was all memorabilia from 1993, like stuff that we buy in shops, like pencil cases and bags and colouring crayon sets and posters and stuff. It was just like, oh my god, that is just like my childhood on a table right there. It'd be nice to see
like a re-release, but we get like a special behind the scenes, like stuff you've never seen before, like every deleted scene, you know, every storyboard and stuff like that. Like stuff like that. I've been to that sort of thing. Like, cause there must be so much like Jurassic. Well, all the films really, but if we're speaking specifically about Jurassic Park, so much footage that must have been shot that's never been shown.
See, I would love a re-release of the original JP compound. Even though I've got the original myself, it'd be nice for those who haven't got one to maybe have one. While it's not going to be the original one, it'd be nice to have like an exact replica of the original one, because so many people got fond memories of having that and maybe sold it or not got it anymore. It'd be kind of nice to have that. I literally packed all mine up in a box the other day because it was getting a bit too dusty. So I didn't want it to like get damaged. So I packed it away for now until I got somewhere proper to display it and stuff. But that'd been. I think we're going to get a massive wave of 30th anniversary toys, like linked to not just JP, but I think they're going to be Jurassic World as well. But it'd be nice to see some nice commemorative stuff for the 30th anniversary in kind of toy form or.
Like, nowadays, that's what it is. So, isn't it? It's toy stuff. It's more aimed for the kids. Like if it's Jurassic World, fair enough. But Jurassic Park's our era. That's our age. Like, so it should be more like visual stuff. Not
re-release all the original toys from Jurassic Park. Yeah.
PG Tips should release the coins that you used to get in PG Tips. That's what they need to release.
And Burger King need to do those holographic key rings again.
Do you remember the McDonald's cups?
Yeah,
the artwork round.
Yeah.
I remember the spoke reflectors you used to get for your bike as well.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
I still got the 1997 Lost World the Compy coin.
Oh yeah.
I think I've got the Raptor one.
Oh, have you?
I've got my Lost World pencil case somewhere with me dinosaur ruler in it.
Okay, that's interesting. So Mike's obviously got a license thing he's working on. I'm working on a full tippet armature for 1/6 scale Raptor and a T-Rex. Nice. I can't wait to see some of those, Mike.
I'll have a look at that when you finish that, Mike.
Hopefully it'll be ready before June.
Sweet.
Nice.
Are they, Mike, are they limited edition? Like limited numbers, I'm assuming.
Is it Matrix?
Yeah.
They're a fortune. I wouldn't be able to afford that anyway. There's something David might get though, collectibles, because there's what's going on with my USB at the moment on my mic. It's just not having none of it.
This is what James actually looks like.
Yeah. Massive improvement.
Just a round ball with a silhouette.
Yeah.
But anything else on the 30th anniversary?
As of now, I'm not. No, I don't think we have. To be fair,
do you think we'll get a new sticker book? It's probably a good charge.
I completed the one before this one, and then I bought the newer one, and I can't find stickers anywhere. Couldn't buy them in any shops. I've asked WH Smiths and all that, and they're like, "No, we haven't got them."
Really?
So I reckon
you'd be able to get them online though.
Yeah, but it's not the hassle, is it? You know, I enjoy going into the town and picking it up.
You'd be paying more on
that. Pretending like they're for my boy. And get home and he can't touch them.
Yeah. Standard dad behaviour.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm interested to see what Frontier do because they're obviously going to do something.
Right, what can they do that will really make you want to play it?
For me personally, honestly, this is going to sound quite surprising, but I hope we go and get obviously. Do you remember Evolution 1 well?
Yeah.
Do you remember when they done Return to Jurassic Park DLC, the last one?
Yeah.
And then they had the 1997 Sorna. That map, give us those sort of maps. Like, give us a brand new Nublar on Sorna, but make it massive, and this Sorna make it mountainous, and like it was in the Lost World, stuff like that.
Shall we segue? Have a little break and segue into Jurassic World Evolution quickly.
Just quickly,
Yeah.
go on in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so I'll tell you what would make me want to play the game again. It would be mixed terrains on every map.
So funny you should say that. I don't know if my camera will pick it up. No, it's not very well. I'll read it out. So this come from the Jurassic World Evolution 2 Facebook, and it's not legit or anything, but someone's requesting ideas, and he puts it in an official way. So the first one he's put up was visible merchandise. So the products bought in the park can be seen in the hands of the visitors.
Oh yeah.
So they use soda bottles, food boxes, umbrellas, clothes, and all that sort of stuff related to the theme of the park, which I thought actually that would be
J-pop, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More vehicles. So the Rangers have several vehicles available in the park. They can also use six-wheelers, UTVs, and other military vehicles with a variety of different paint jobs, like in the movie. Mixed biomes, like you said. They can use all the biome-specific bushes within a map. Forest, grass, and ground bushes from different biomes all available with one map, which we've said from the start, it needs to happen.
Well, at the end of the day, I think it's just absolutely dumb, right? That they released a Camp Cretaceous DLC, but you can't have the biomes from Manticore Island on one map. You can't have a jungle, a desert, and a snow in one map. And that's one of the first things I would do. I'd make a park and have snow dinosaurs, desert dinosaurs, and jungle dinosaurs. It'd make me want to play it.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Just give me
a mod.
Just give me the balloon ride and a river ride mapper.
Yeah.
But it would surprise me if we got another Camp Cretaceous DLC anyway, because we're missing Nothosaurus, we're missing Tarbosaurus, and I think that'd be a perfect opportunity to include the Manticore Island with everything you've just said. And maybe that's when they introduce mixed biomes to all maps. But I agree with what you're saying. It should have been there from the beginning because it's not a proper sandbox mode then, is it really?
No. It's a limited sandbox.
Yeah.
So
even if there's so much involved, included, it is still limited to certain things.
Yeah, 100%.
I know there's a lot of modding that obviously goes on with Jurassic World Evolution now, but if they don't bring anything out for the 30th anniversary, how long does this game last before people actually just stop playing it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, Frontier released their financial thing, didn't they? They're basically where the game's doing well, and they've said that there's going to be DLC throughout this year. So we're probably looking at least, because it's every 3 months usually. So maybe 3 more DLCs. I'd imagine one big DLC, which would be June, the anniversary, and then, I don't know, maybe dinosaur packs alongside updates.
Yeah, and a few dino packs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the next one they said is Shoot Her. So park rangers teams are authorized to use lethal ammunition to eliminate escaped animals if they pose too much of a threat to visitors.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think you may have to increase the game's rating though for ages if you're going to introduce lethal weapons and killing dinosaurs. But that would be good.
What do you think of Max players a dinosaur? Would you like to have that in the game?
To play as a dinosaur?
Yeah.
I don't know how much playability it will have.
No, but it's an extra feature if you look at it like that. Well, it might not do anything massive to
You're
the game.
He's just too addicted to the aisle.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, you just want to be the Carno going running around ramming humans.
I just want to be. No, I play enough Carno in the aisle. I want to play something else.
Mr. Schmackerman said, drop in by, say hello, got some stuff to do, so I'm leaving immediately. Well, hello and goodbye. Going back just quickly before we go as we moved on.
There's just 2 more. If you
He said, no, kits, I think Lego Technic meets Meccano, but the room for mods and building, scalpers have bought them all up, play as a dinosaur and go on a rampage. Yeah, definitely. Right.
So the last 2 is introducing like a gore system. So when switched on, you can see blood splashes during fights, and the mouths of predators would also be bloody after fighting or eating.
Would never happen, I don't think.
No. What's the rating of the game? That's the issue.
Oh, it's young.
It's young.
Yeah.
So they never get away with it.
It's a park simulator anyway, so
yeah, they're never going to do it.
no.
And then the final one is one big pile of ... And animals not only eat but also defecate. They leave feces of different sizes and shapes. So that would be good because
that'd be good.
Yeah, that's a feature that's already in there anyway. Like if J-Pog had dinosaurs defecating in 2003, Jurassic World Evolution 2 should have dinosaurs defecating in 2023.
Yeah. Now, can you imagine? Right, they could introduce, say, like you've got a Triceratops enclosure.
Yeah.
And it would be like a level of cleanliness in that enclosure.
Yeah.
And then it goes, right, you need to move the trikes to a separate enclosure and then send like compies in to clean up the feces and all stuff like that.
Do you know what I'm thinking? I wonder if, because it coincides with the... when did J-Pod come out? 2003?
Yeah.
Well, that's the 30th... That's the 20th anniversary for that as well.
That's a good point, yeah.
So I'm wondering if they do like some of the like a Jurassic Park, a J-Pog DLC where you get the balloon ride, the things like that, like some of the creatures that you get in that film, and that game.
But
some of the building work.
They need to bring in the sound effects. Calling Dr. Sadler.
Oh, message from Dr. Grant.
Teach from Dr. Grant. They need to bring that in. Otherwise, it's not going to be the same.
It's like, what do I do here?
I mean, look at it. It is gorgeous.
Welcome
Yes.
to Jurassic Park.
If we're talking about DLC ideas, why not implement like a proper Site B mode? Like a proper Site B mode where we can go in there and then like you don't need to put buildings and dinosaurs just regenerate when they die. Like you choose the species that you want. Because I think that's something that, because it's so hard to get a Site B mode in there now because carnivores just go rampant. They kill off all your herbivores. I mean, raptors can take down Brachiosaurus for Christ's sake.
Breeding.
Yeah, I don't think we get breeding. I know everyone's wanted baby dinosaurs since the first game, but it's just, I don't think it would happen.
They've got it in Planet Zoo.
Yeah.
They've
also got Dino Poo in Planet Zoo as well.
It's restricted to
Prehistoric Kingdom.
Mike, they will never use me. I've even spoke to the developer and sent them my videos, and they chose to pick a stupid actor.
Yeah.
He's been bitter by it ever since I met him.
I know.
Yeah.
Right. But someone's got to bring that up every stream so James can have a
I know, definitely.
So, on the subject of games, should we move over to Aftermath?
Yes, definitely. So, obviously, has any of you guys played the one before it was released onto Switch?
The VR one?
Yeah.
I've got it. I've not played it. I've
not at all.
No, because I was going to play it, and then Steve started playing it on the Switch for Unicast. And do you know what? I'll hang about and wait because I think I'm going to do some for Gaming Isle. So I think I found a way to link it up with OBS so I can stream it or at least record it. So I'm going to see because it'll be the similar gameplay to what Steve's done, but I think it'll be a different perspective in VR. So
yeah, I'd love to see you moving around on the screen and the camera.
Trying to hide under
that's what I'm trying to figure out is where I can put the camera where you'll see me and do that as well without me breaking a leg.
Well, if you watch, I think Gaming Beaver's done it.
Yeah, he did.
Have a look how he did it, and we could go on to that as well.
Yeah,
and see what he thinks, and then you can, or you can even message him and ask him how he recorded it or something. But
yeah. I know how to set it up on my computer. It's more where I would put the camera in my room where it'd catch me.
We've got loads of room there behind you.
I know, yeah, but I can't put a camera on my piano because she'll go mental. And these
got all that space where that rug is. Look,
can't move them. I can't move them couches. They're too heavy.
But when I watched your playthrough, Steve, so funny.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the story. I just can't link it as canon for me. It kind of, the fact that there's raptors kind of already, to me, kind of cuts the canon, because this is supposed to be after Jurassic World. And it was almost like the game was made before Jurassic World story was made. So they kind of assumed that there was wild raptors. But I do like the story. I like the jump scares. Like I found it terrifying when I was watching. I was like, nah. It was quite immersive with surround sound headphones on.
Yeah. No, when you're playing it, it's just like you don't know what to expect. You can hear the raptor coming, you just can't see it. And then suddenly you think, all right.
When you're playing it, Steve, are you playing it watching it on like a big TV, or are you watching it on the Switch screen?
Yeah, big TV.
Yeah,
and just like you see the flash of red come on the screen, you think, oh no, I've been seen. You think, right, I can get it. I can hide under the table, and you think, right, I'm safe. And then suddenly it just pops out, and you're dead.
I know, and I think
that's
what it
is,
it
will be
also
so terrifying.
It moves in slow motion as well.
Yeah.
So you're trying to go faster and faster, and you just can't move any quicker. It's like, and there's that tension in it.
You're trying to you'll see me every room I go into. I'll open all of the lockers. I'll open the drawer, anything. I say, right, if there's a raptor here, I'm going in that closet. I'm going in that locker. It's just mad. But it is a good game. I do like the story mode, and I think next stream will probably be the last one.
Is there not a second part to it? I'm sure there was Aftermath Part 1 and Part 2. Am I wrong?
Don't know. This didn't say Part 1. But
I might be wrong on that.
No, I think that is it. I think that's the whole game. Because I think it's like an escape rescue.
When I Google it, it's Jurassic World Aftermath Part 1, Jurassic World Aftermath Part 2.
I don't know. Mike says thought it was 3 parts. Well, we'll find out next week. Tune in, guys.
Yeah, tune in for
Thursday.
So, how was you finding the art style? Like, was you whole time wishing it was like, Unreal Engine or something?
See, part of me does, but another part of me thinks that, we've got games like that and still don't enjoy it as much. Whereas this is easy, it's simplified, and it works because it almost feels like I'm in a comic movie. Yeah,
I can see that. It does. It's well done. It's well made.
Yeah.
And I feel like the proportions are really good as well. Like nothing seems too fish-eyed.
Yeah.
It seems quite good perspective.
See, I wasn't keen on the kind of style of it when it first came out. I was like, I didn't quite know whether it'd totally take me out of it and I wouldn't be able to play it. But after watching, I bought it anyway. I thought I'll try it. Yeah. And then after watching Steve play it, I was like, it didn't bother me like I thought it would do. So, I think I'm going to go through and do some recordings or streams of it or something. But
yeah, it does take a couple of minutes to get used to the visuals and the way it plays again. Yeah. Like when I had that break, I was like, okay, what buttons is it? What do I do? And it does take a little while for your brain to actually connect to what's going on. But after that, it becomes fluid again, and it is quite a simple game to play.
Yeah. Scary and all.
Yeah.
It's
surprisingly scary for something that's, again, comic made. And
yeah, actually, thinking about it. I think it's just the way the game hands out, to be honest, because it kind of manipulates you to sort of try and go to exit doors, and then if you stand up, because your impatience make you stand up and run.
Yeah.
And when you stand up and run, you get hurt, don't you?
Yeah.
So you kind of can't.
You literally, I think I spent about an hour and a half just on my knees crawling.
Really?
For the whole stream.
But then again, we've got that other game coming out, haven't we? What was it? Is it Primal Dominion? That's coming out as well, isn't it? Something.
Primal Dominion.
It's a bit more survival-esque, but
yeah.
Instinction.
Oh, Instinction. So I think there's a few Dino games coming out on the horizon that I think will be
Arc 2.
Arc 2.
Yeah.
When it eventually comes out.
Yeah. Update 6.5.
Yeah. I still think Aftermath has its place in the franchise, whether that be on Switch, VR, or whatever. I think it's still welcomed in the community. I think a lot of people have liked it more than they thought they were going to do.
There's a new there's another game that Tom's working on, isn't he? On the promotion for it. Instinction. Did you mention that one?
Yeah.
Matt
he
said
did, yeah.
Yes.
GoldenEye.
We will get on that. I thought we should do a little series on that on our game channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it's still released until 2025.
Was that Instinction?
Instinction,
yeah. I think it's like 3 years, 2 years away, yeah.
Have you got a Switch, James?
No, do you know what? I really want one. Because I love Mario Kart anyway, so
yeah,
I want to get one because I know you can play it online as well, can't you?
Yeah.
So I think that on GoldenEye would be class. Definitely would be great. And you could obviously record it, Steve, can't you? Is it the Elgato you use for that?
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Yeah, we'll get one day, but I'm trying to buy my PC parts at the moment, which is clocking up. So be on the agenda somewhere. But I'll tell you what we should move on to after a quick break is the Jurassic World exhibition, which me and Steve visited like about 3 months ago. So, this was our journey of those handsome chaps. Yeah, so a Jurassic World exhibition. Matt, neither you or Chris have been, have you?
No. Well, I haven't.
No. Just to get there.
I think it's come to an end.
Yeah.
I think it's actually. So you're going to press play or what?
And I'm
you have to play it. Keep the sound off. Keep the sound off. Yeah, no. The animatronics were absolute class that day. So good.
Let's see if that would be better.
There we go. Yeah, much better. Yeah, so we met up with. Well, Tom Fishenden was the one that obviously organised the trip for everybody. There's Sam and Jack and Ross from Chaosferum, Roblox, and we met up with a lot of other people. Alistair from Dangerville was there, and some other people in a group chat. Swerve was there as well. It was quite a good little meet up actually. We had a good day. We went for a few beers in the pub as well.
We almost missed this train, didn't we?
Almost.
We had to sprint. So we can skip.
You did the Jurassic quiz as well with them all.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And there's a bit coming up where we're walking across a bridge trying to avoid copyright from the music playing in the background.
Yeah. So they had all these T-Rex footsteps, didn't they, on the floor, leading from the DLR to the exhibition.
Yeah, it was a cool day actually. It was nice and warm as well. It wasn't too cold.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, was it in the summer holidays we went? It was August, wasn't it? It was around.
Yeah. Oh, you can
Yeah,
see
it was because I was on holiday when you went.
Yeah.
There's
It's
Tom.
Thomas. All right. I
And
still
this
can't.
is all of our group that we were with.
Look at him, look. Trying to act all cool. Look. I love how Ross just still rocks.
I was going to say, none of you are looking cool there.
His Viking beard.
Yeah.
So this was pretty cool. This was like the main entrance hall, and you line up and have a. Well, there's a photo. There was a few, weren't there? Different ones. One of them was blue in like a winter background. What the hell is this?
This is
all the warships. This is what.
Welcome to YouTube, guys.
I know. Go on, click on skip.
I can't. Oh,
You
yeah.
can't.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
and it's cool.
out now. That's out
Yeah.
now.
It's a puppet.
Cool interaction with the puppet. And they were behind us, and yeah, they were brought in by Smiths to demonstrate it.
That's actually wrong. They told us that it wasn't. It's not 120 quid now. It's actually they obviously they weren't selling very many. So
Oh, right.
put the price down now. But
Yeah. But that is such a cool puppet.
I don't think I saw them ever again. Them two people.
No,
I don't know where
no,
on earth they went.
I think we got onto the boat. So this is where we had the journey to the island. So all around you got TV screens as the windows, and it plays like you're on a boat. Is Tom? I forget what he was saying.
He's looking far too happy at this moment. Isn't he? I love how Jack. Have you seen Jack's footage? It's hilarious. It's like have you ever watched the film Cloverfield?
Yeah.
And it's like fan footage, like shaky cam. It's
Because
ridiculous.
he did that on purpose, didn't he? He was just like,
Yeah, it's so funny. And he zooms in on people's heads and things. Okay, so yeah, we've arrived, by it seems. And then I think Alistair was the first one to open up the doors. There he is in his amber top.
and we didn't know what to expect when these doors opened.
Well, I'd seen some footage before, so I kind of had an idea, but I didn't think of I didn't think how the scale would be, though. I don't know. I thought it'd be a lot smaller.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a really, really cool entrance. I remember I hated this bit when we all had to take photos for ages because the guy couldn't fit us in with the gates, could he?
No, he just wanted a group shot, and it took felt like about 15 minutes.
Mm. Do you know what? Oakley loved that when I took her back.
Yeah.
She kept waving at it. It was really cool. I thought she'd be terrified of them, but she actually really liked them. These were cool, weren't they? The screens that they had, all like the amount of effort they put into this sort of side of it.
Yeah.
Like all the details. Although they did get one of the banners wrong, didn't they? I think it was one of the round blue. They had some facts wrong on it. And this was a dude that was trying to. Do you know what species it is? Well, I was like, yeah, Tyranno.
Yeah.
Oh, did you listen to my conversation? No, I just knew it was Tyranno.
He's literally trying to out-trick and out-question
the Jurassic
Park fans.
I was like, what do you think I was going to say? A pigeon? I was like,
And I think he tried to move on to somebody else as well and ask a question. Like, he answered it straight away as well.
yeah. It's hilarious. Look at us. Look.
Yeah.
She so should have like pecked my nose or something.
Yeah.
Look at him there, look, observing life.
Oh, these were brilliant though. They're like the binoculars, and you can zoom in, and it's all interactive.
That's cool.
It was just hard to film and try and find anything.
Oh, there we go.
Galleys.
It definitely was. That's why it's taken so long to actually zoom in, because I was trying to put my camera through the thing up there.
And I think we got fed up.
Yeah.
Now, when I went back the second time, the actor here, I mean, he's saying about Stiggy's asleep and he's going to wake up soon, and it pops out. When I went the second time, he literally went, yeah, it'll be out in a minute. And that was it. He gave zero.
Well,
at all.
when I was there, the guy weren't even there.
No.
The second time, no. It was just on repeat. Just popped his head out. Talk to the devil. make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you like it. I love how it's just like, oh no. That Stiggy was absolutely henge.
Yeah.
Like it was so oversized for like effects wise.
So I forget what we were talking about here, but I think we were just talking about Stiggy, weren't we?
I think we were talking about how big his head was.
Yeah. Really big.
Just
Really big.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then
Is this where we felt the turds?
Yes.
Hammond Creation Lab. Was cool. Carl says this exhibition looks awesome. It does. It was a fun day. We did spend a bit longer, but I think we were like sort of chatting around quite a bit, weren't we?
Yeah.
And they definitely pull all the stops out for us as a press thing. It did feel a bit more generic when we went the second time.
Yeah, it felt quite rushed when I was there.
Yeah.
The second time, they just wanted to get you through. Like this bit here, you could spend as much time as you want, but everything past this point, the creation that point, was just like
boom.
Getting in, out, in, out, in, out.
I wonder if all this just goes into storage or whether they sell it off eventually.
I think they've actually shipped it along.
I think it moves, doesn't it? The place moves because obviously it's because the sound was so bad. I put the old subtitles on.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't really hear our voices. Ooh, sticky egg.
So yeah, it shows you all the different eggs that's in that incubator. We've got Ankylosaurus.
Yeah, and we got the meat. Don't we meet the Stiggy in a minute? Go skip ahead to the next. Oh, we go. Feed in the poo. Oh, I can't believe you're having a mare.
Oh,
I was still on the eggs. What are you doing, man?
It's not far from this point.
There we go. Lovely. But yeah, no, we once you're in this room, like everyone was just like, COVID.
Yeah.
Carnivore poo fight.
Fight. Felt weird though, didn't it?
The subtitles. Get your own poo, mate. Crap. It was weird. Look at them two filming us.
It's like we're the only children now.
Omnivore poo. With berries.
Lovely bits of berries.
Stiggy. I think Stiggy comes out here, actually. There we go. It's quite a cool little puppet. Little meet and greet. Little shiny head. It is cool. I'm still waiting for the Jurassic World live tour to come over here.
Yeah, that's up near me, I think, soon.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think we might need a trip to Chris's house.
Well, if it looks like that,
yeah,
we'll stay behind.
We can serenade us on the piano.
Yeah.
Now this was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Now these were wicked, weren't they?
Yeah, my boy was a little bit scared at this point.
10th of April comes here.
Nice.
Mike says, I've never been to a zoo where you get the opportunity to touch animal poo.
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
There it is.
There it is. So, so then we move on to the blue.
We had
section.
quite bad seats for this one, so I knew the second time where to stand to get the best view.
So did I. Yeah, I went straight in the middle.
Yeah. And they were like, move down, move down. I was like, I ain't moving down.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm staying in. And yes, it is as bad as the Jurassic Park kitchen scene with a hand. But they improved it after this. They made it a lot darker in this room. And you can't really see the legs of the human inside the suit.
They added some more mist down the bottom, didn't they?
Yeah.
To sort of add to the.
Like, I know kids get a kick out of it, and that's mainly who it's for. But I thought like that's what the Jurassic World Alive show is, and I don't know whether I could sit through a full show of it.
Yeah.
But part of my Jurassic innards makes me want to do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got to do it.
I'd go and see the. So you said the live exhibition?
No, it's like the live show.
Oh, the live show. Yeah, I saw.
Like
The live show. Yeah. I'd go. I think if it come to London, I feel like we got to.
Yeah, they've got all these like little bits while they're waiting for. Because I think the next room is the T-Rex. No, it's Indominus, isn't it? The next room.
Yeah. Mike says, I think Blue needs to see a vet. She's got half a human person sticking out of her ass. I love how Mike just says like proper like dad jokes.
That's a new hybrid.
Yeah. We got Bumpy.
Why does Bumpy look like a snapping turtle?
I nearly threw up on it. Look at this bird, proper into me. That one on the right. One on the right, proper loving life.
She fancied herself a bit of Hawkins.
Oh, this was class.
Yeah, the Indominus. This is so good.
I think it was what I found the most shocking about this was the scale. Like the one-to-one scale was the one-to-one scale was like really, really excellent. And it's mad how like smooth they moved for something so big.
Yeah.
So I can imagine like being an actor from like Jurassic Park and The Lost World, working with them T-Rex animatronics, like how much, how scary and how much it helped their performances. Because you can't really,
Sorry, go on, James.
I say you can't get the essence of scale here. But if you was to stand in front of the foliage there, like you'd be as tall as the Stiggy in size. Well, look at that woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at her actually moving
Literally
back.
would
She's
fit
like,
in the mouth.
The movement's so fluid, though, isn't it? Like the movement on it is amazing.
It's so good.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there, Will.
What?
There's a troll. There's a troll in the house.
Yeah.
And then you finish off with the epic T-Rex. It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, don't we go to the gyrospheres now?
Yes, the gyrospheres now. Oh, no, it was when I went the second time. There was a family that didn't understand what queuing was. So they managed to get onto the gyrosphere. And I was sitting there and I was taking photos and all that. And then they were just sitting there. And like, I was next to go on. Like, to get my kids on. And like waiting there. And they're still taking photos. And then they put the phone in their pocket. And the kids are still sitting in the gyrosphere, not doing anything. And one of the workers actually had to come home and says, no, you need to get off. And they still sat there. And he's like, no, literally, you had to push them off. It's just mad. But they weren't cool.
This room, when we went in there, was quite empty, weren't it?
Yeah.
Like we had quite a bit of, there's nothing in it except literally 2 gyrospheres. So we didn't really spend very long in here. But I think they could have done with like an ankylosaur sort of puppet or animatronic or a head sticking out of the bushes, something extra. Yeah, could have done, or a triceratops sort of skull. Something in there to add to it a little bit more. So, this was great.
So good.
So even then, you can't even get the element of scale, can you? We can see someone's hand waving at the bottom. I'll get rid of that. There we go. Will.i.am says anything after The Lost World was a giant cash grab.
don't think Jurassic World was. I think it revitalized the franchise.
100%. It's what started Unicast.
Definitely is. But yeah, the T-Rex is class.
Yeah, we were quite
Absolute
lucky, weren't we?
class.
Because we asked to stay, because you move into another area and then get moved off through a gate, and then it's the gift shop. So this is like the final bit. But we asked if we could stay in like the second section, which is just around here, so we could get a front view of the T-Rex coming.
Yeah, I was actually intrigued also to see what the rails were like down the bottom.
Yeah, and it was like, he's like, you can stay there, just just stay out of the way so it doesn't ruin the effect for other people. So it's like,
well, there we go.
That, but from this view here,
so good. But you can really, honestly, you can't tell the scale like that. I'm holding that up, so like my camera's about 8 foot off the floor, maybe 7. Like I had to get it over the fence, sort of thing, because look, you can see the people. It's so good. That was your favourite bit, yeah? That was my favourite bit.
Yeah,
definitely. Now this shop, some of the prices have changed, haven't they?
Yeah, you can see they actually scribbled out a lot of the prices and raised them by like 2-3 quid per item.
And there was posters that had already had a frame in, didn't they?
Yeah.
That was on the frame, and they took them away and just had the individual posters, which you can actually see behind me, which I've got framed up there.
Yeah, and that's how it came the second time we went.
No frame. Didn't tell me about that, actually.
Yeah, there's some nice jumpers and stuff though in there. I've got my cousin
it was so overpriced though. It's more expensive than a Universal shop in Florida.
Yeah. Talking to the statue. I'd love to know how this vlog looked if Steve recorded it.
A lot better.
Yeah, all right. At this point, they'd all pissed off to the pub. I was abandoned. I was literally the only one left. I was literally the only one left in that shop. Wouldn't have that. I've got that here actually. They're all there they are, look, by the bar. Ross with his beard.
That's what Matt's going to look like in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's not far off it. Yeah.
There we go. And that was that was us doing our shorts, Jurassic Park shorts of all the people that we went with. We did a pop quiz for that, didn't we?
Yeah.
There you go. Meeting the animatronics. It was great. But awesome. I'm glad that we did a little showcase of that at the end. I don't know what's what's in future installments of this. I would like to see like I think the problem is obviously you can't go to these in a Nublar anymore. I'd like to see a Jurassic World exhibition where it's just like everything. We got like all the animals from Dominion. You got the Giga, the Spino, everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And that's a good place to finish, though, boys.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's been an absolute pleasure as always.
Nice chatting to you.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do next. Hopefully, we'll get some guests on soon. And you're going to do your aftermath soon, aren't you?
Yeah, plan to do that next week.
Yep.
And well.
We'll probably get back on Evo at some point as well.
Yep. And I'm halfway through the episode 2 of the Jurassic World Junior novelization audiobook that we're doing.
Audiobook radio play with sound effects.
Yes.
And it's freaking awesome. So if you haven't checked that out, I'm going to put a little thingy up there.
Yeah, if you go to our channel as well, it is one of our front videos. It'll be on there.
Yep. So you can check that out and let us know what you think, because obviously we put a lot of effort in these little things. So if we could get a bit of feedback.
And
so
share it.
Yeah, definitely share it, because we want other people to listen to it. That's why we made it. Anyway, Carl, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for joining. Mike, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for joining. And anyone else in the chat that joined early on, thank you as well.
Check out our other channel, Gaming Aisle.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Checking out the Gaming Aisle at Gaming Aisle on YouTube, and you'll see us there. Only one thing left to say, I guess. Life.
We'll
find
find
a
a
way. That was
That
absolutely
was
bullshit.
Awful.
We need to do that again. We need to do it again.
Life will find a way.
By the way, you see this worse second time.
It's been a long time.
Yeah,
my
we're rusty.
Oh my god, that was horrifically painful.
I actually forgot we did it.
Yeah, it's like...